Every day, cattlemen and women care for their land and their animals. They do so because they're committed to leaving what they have better than they found it. We're featuring the 2014 regional winners of the Environmental Stewardship Award. Now, let's head to Region 5 and the winning operation in southern Colorado.
Established in 1938, Weiniger Davis Ranch is a multi-generational cow-calf operation in southeastern Colorado. Although most of the day-to-day activities are handled by brothers Russell and Warren Davis, their 93-year-old father, Lyle, still has an active role in the operation.
My father, Lyle Davis, still very much a part of the ranch, and then 3 younger brothers. There's 4 brothers involved in this. 2 brothers currently, myself and Warren, still part of the working operation.
You know, Dad taught us from day one. I mean, I can remember riding cattle with him, taking off, going to the sale with him. He has taught us everything we know about ranching.
I am well pleased with what we're doing with the cattle, and the kids have taken the ball and gone with that.
Weiniger Davis Ranch consists of 12,000 acres in 2 separate land parcels. Both locations have dealt with severe drought over the last several years, which has presented serious challenges when it comes to managing the ranch's resources.
If we would get 5 inches of rain a year, it would grow us grass and feed the cattle. But we haven't even had that the last few years.
We couldn't do anything about the wind, the dirt blowing, the damage that it had done, but you can minimize the impact that cattle have on a piece of ground. And so that's what we did. That's how we handled that.
Several years ago, the family began looking at ways to diversify and maintain a more stable operation. Things really changed when the family learned that the short grasses on the ranch make for excellent habitat for wildlife, particularly one rare bird.
In 2001 was kind of a game changer for myself, for the ranch, when we discovered that we had mountain plovers, and evidently they'd been here for the life of the ranch, and I didn't know that. I wasn't aware of it. And so we began a journey at that point to try to understand the wildlife values and what was happening here on the landscape and why these birds and other shortgrass prairie birds were here. I tell folks that, you know, if you drive by the ranch on Highway 71, there's not a sign out there that says mountain plovers welcome here. And in reality, what we were doing and how we were managing the cattle was why the birds were there.
To ensure the long-term protection of the wildlife resources, the family converted the ranch to a perpetual conservation easement. The easement requires present and future landowners to maintain and protect the native ecosystems and requires proper livestock grazing to benefit the wildlife species.
We have areas set up for prairie dogs. We have areas set up for wildlife that they can establish themselves. We don't have to pull the cattle off.
It is exciting for me that we have in place specific things for the future of the ranch, and that the ranch, according to the easement, will stay in the cow-calf business forever.
The Davises believe in educating others about sustainable agriculture, so the family hosts educational tours and workshops to demonstrate the important relationship between conservation and agriculture.
What we have found was that the most effective way to help folks to understand what was going on here was to stand them out here and explain to them what's going on and to see it firsthand. And it gives us opportunity to have conversations with folks about what's happening here.
At Weiniger Davis Ranch, conservation is becoming a lifestyle, not just a land management strategy. The future is brighter for the Davis family, thanks to their ongoing dedication to their cattle and the environment.
We have a renewable resource with the grass, and as long as we keep that grass growing, we can produce cattle.
I try to stay away from that word proud. I don't like that word. I'm happy with it. I'm glad that they're getting it done, yes.
We have the opportunity to grow beef here that's going to feed the rest of the world. I mean, what we're doing here is going to have an impact. We are at a much different place than we were pre-2000 through all of this, and it's a good place to be. I mean, it's really very thankful. So I'm excited about the future, excited about what the ranch is doing and where it's going.
You can learn more about the Environmental Stewardship Awards, including how to apply for the award, by visiting the website environmentalstewardship.org.